Good morning, students. Welcome back. Today discussing about mechanism of breathing. Mechanism of breathing. So, what is breathing? First of all, what is breathing? So, breathing is a process of gases exchange. Breathing is a process of gases exchange. Then, breathing involves mainly two stages. Breathing involves mainly two stages. So all of you know that breathing. So taking of oxygen and releasing of CO2. So that is the breathing. But it involves two processes. So that is taking and releasing. So then it is also called, taking is called inspiration and releasing is called expiration. Okay. So breathing main stages are two: inspiration and expiration. Okay. In inspiration, the pressure within the lungs. In inspiration, if the pressure within the lungs is intrapulmonary pressure. Okay. If the pressure within the lungs is intrapulmonary pressure is less than atmospheric pressure. Is less than atmospheric pressure. Okay. So the taking of air into the lungs is inspiration. Taking of air into lungs is called inspiration. Inspiration is a active process. Inspiration is a active process. Inspiration is conducted by contraction of muscles of diaphragm. Which muscles? Muscles of diaphragm. It is conducted by muscles of diaphragm and intercostal muscles. What is that? Intercostal muscles. Muscles of diaphragm and intercostal muscles, which extends in between the ribs. So see this, ribs. This is diaphragm. In inspiration, the diaphragm contracted and as well as intercostal muscles also contracted. So the final result is the contraction of diaphragm muscles are called phrenic muscles. What is that? The contraction of muscles of diaphragm is called phrenic muscles. Phrenic muscles increases the volume of thoracic chamber. Increases the volume of thoracic chamber in the anterior-posterior axis. Okay, so the contraction of diaphragm increases the volume of thoracic chamber in the anterior posterior axis. The contraction of intercostal muscles also increasing the thoracic muscles. Okay, the contraction of intercostal muscles also increases the thoracic volume or thoracic chamber. Okay. In inspiration, the contraction of muscles of diaphragm and intercostal muscles are contracted and increases the thoracic volume. So that is the inspiration. Okay, the increases the thoracic chamber volume is called the pulmonary volume. Increases the thoracic volume or thoracic chamber volume is called pulmonary volume, and it is increases the pulmonary volume and decreases the intrapulmonary pressure. It decreases the intrapulmonary pressure. Okay, so that is the inspiration. Okay, all of you understand what is inspiration? Inspiration is the active process. Taking of oxygen into the lungs is called the inspiration, and it conducted by contraction of muscles. Which muscles? Diaphragm muscles. Diaphragm muscles and intercostal muscles. Diaphragm and intercostal muscles are contracted. Then increase of thoracic volume and increase of thoracic volume. So that is the inspiration. And next one, expiration. So expiration means releasing of CO2 is called the expiration. This is expiration, this is inspiration. Thoracic volume is increased and thoracic volume is decreased. Fully opposite to the first one. Okay. In expiration, intrapulmonary volume or intrapulmonary pressure is higher than the atmospheric pressure. Intrapulmonary pressure is higher than the atmospheric pressure. Okay. And it is a passive process. It is a passive process. It conducted by relaxation of diaphragm muscles and intercostal muscles. It is conducted by relaxation of diaphragm muscles and intercostal muscles. So that is the expiration. So it is decreases the thoracic volume. It is decreases the thoracic volume. And next, these are mainly two types of breathings. Okay, so first one is the inspiration. This is inspiration and this is expiration. So in inspiration, the thoracic volume is increased. In expiration, the thoracic volume is decreased. Okay, next one is the respiratory volumes. Next one is the respiratory volumes and capacities. Respiratory volumes and capacities. First of all, the respiratory volume is, first respiratory volume is TV. What is TV? Tidal volume. TV means tidal volume. What is a tidal volume? The volume of air inhaled or exhaled in normal position. What is TV? The volume of air inhaled or exhaled in normal position or normal breathing. So it is the TV. What is TV? TV means tidal volume. TV means tidal volume. It is approximately 500 ml. It is approximately 500 ml. Okay, so that is the first two, respiratory volume. And second one is inspiratory reserved volume. Inspiratory reserved volume. So it is a IRV. What is that? IRV. Inspiratory reserved volume. So what is that? Maximum volume of air and taking in forced breathing. Okay, so the volume is 2500 ml per minute. 2500 ml per minute. So that is the IRV, the maximum volume of air taking in forced breathing. It is not a normal breathing, forcible breathing. Okay, so next one is ERV, expiratory reserved volume. ERV means expiratory reserved volume. Maximum volume of air releases in forced breathing. IRV is maximum volume of air taking in forced breathing. ERV is maximum volume of air releases in forced breathing. Okay, it is taking and it is releasing in forcible breathing. It is not a normal breathing. Okay, and next one is RV. It is also 1100 ml. Okay, next RV. RV is a residual volume. RV means residual volume. What is a residual volume? The volume of air remains in the lungs. The volume of air remains in the lungs after forced breathing. After forced breathing. So that is the RV, residual volume. And next one is the IC. Next one is IC means inspiratory capacity. Inspiratory capacity. It means the total volume of air taking after normal breathing. Taking after normal breathing. IC means the total volume of air taking after normal breathing. So IC is equal to TV plus IRV. IC equal to TV plus IRV. What is TV? Tidal volume. What is IRV? Inspiratory reserved volume. So it is a 3000 ml per minute. Okay, so that is the IC. And next one, FRC. The next one is FRC, functional residual capacity. Functional residual capacity. The volume of air that remains in the lungs after normal breathing. The volume of air that remains in the lungs after normal breathing. So that is the FRC. FRC equal to ERV plus RV. What is ERV? Expiratory reserved volume, plus RV means residual volume. What is residual volume? The total volume of air in the remaining lungs. So that is the residual volume. Okay, and next one is VC, vital capacity. It is a very important 2 marks question also. VC, vital capacity, maximum volume of air a person can breathe after forced expiration. Maximum volume of air a person can breathe after forced expiration. Okay, so VC is equal to TV plus IRV plus ERV. VC is equal to TV plus IRV plus ERV. So that is the vital capacity. Very important 2 marks question also. And next, TLC, total lung capacity. TLC, total lung capacity, the total volume of air in the lungs at the end of forced breathing. TLC means the total volume of air in the lungs at the time of forced breathing. TLC is equal to VC plus RV, vital capacity plus residual volume. So this is the TLC, total lung capacity. Okay, so this is the residual volumes or respiratory volumes are capacities. So capacities and volumes. Okay, both are including in the gases exchanges. So the volume of air breathe and releases are taking, both are including in the respiratory volumes.